call the special meeting of Personnel and Animal Welfare Committee to order. Councilmember Price and myself are both present, so we have a quorum. And I am going to ask that we continue item 1 and item 4, and that we put item 3 and item 5 on consent. And that will be the order without objection.
Continue which ones, Mr. Chairman?
Continue 1 and 4 and consent 3 and 5. And we are going to open general public comment. There are no speaker requests, so we are going to close general public comment. And we will begin with item number 2.
Item 2, communication from the Mayor and City Ethics Commission reports relative to the appointment of Mr. Jose Sandoval to the Board of Animal Services Commissioners for the term ending June 30th, 2023.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about yourself and why you would like to serve on this commission.
Sure. Thank you very much for having me today. I also want to thank Mayor Garcetti for appointing me. I am a Panorama City resident. I've been sort of involved in community animal welfare for the last 7 years. Big proponent of spay and neuter. And we've been helping many families who live in sort of low-income areas to spay and neuter their pets and also to license their animals.
Very good. And I know people are going to ask this, so I want to ask, I know that you run an organization that has a contract with Animal Services. Can you tell us what the organization's relationship is to the department?
Sure.
And how you'll handle situations where issues come up that either the organization works on or are related to their issues?
So I founded the Latino Alliance organization about 7 years ago, again, to sort of educate and empower families who have pets to spay, neuter, and also license their animals. I am no longer sort of involved in the organization, although I'm still the founder. I still have a lot of community contacts, as a lot of people in the community know me, as a resource to help them out. But I no longer have ties with the Latino Alliance as sort of the decision maker, in a sense.
Very good. Mr. Price, any questions?
So tell us a little bit about the organization. It was founded in 2012.
Correct.
And just public information, give us an idea of the kinds of activities.
Sure.
So, been involved in.
Yeah, so we opened up a sort of a resource center in Panorama City. It's in the Plaza del Valle on Van Nuys Boulevard in Parthenia, and it's a way where a lot of folks who don't have access to resources are walking down the plaza and they come to us for help, whether it's, again, for spay neutering, whether it's for licensing, whether it's to help them keep their pets in their apartments. We do a lot of case management stuff. We also do a monthly vaccine clinic that provides the rabies vaccine, because they have to, in order to get a license, you have to have a rabies vaccine. And we've been doing that for the past few years.
And are your services no cost or low cost, or how do you?
It's no cost to low cost. We do, the organization did get a lot of funding through like PetSmart, ASPCA, to be able to provide these services at no cost.
Well, thank you for your willingness to step up
Thank you.
to this issue, and appreciate your leadership before being appointed.
Sure.
It sort of demonstrates your commitment and your belief that
Thank you. Thank you.
are important.
Thank you.
We look forward to your continuing service.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I appreciate it as well. I think you're well qualified for this position. Look forward to working with you on it. We have one speaker from the public, Phyllis Doherty. And you'll have 1 minute.
Sorry, I don't understand. All right. Phyllis Doherty. I'm here in opposition to this because Mr. Sandoval has been the only representative of the Latino Council Alliance. I have worked with him there, and this is not personal. They are involved in a $500,000 contract with 2 renewals. Almost everything that goes through the Los Angeles Animal Services Commission has to do with spay and neuter and these contracts and so forth. They will not be able to stay objective with one of the members involved in $1.5 million contract. Ms. Barnett will be in the position of trying to administer a contract that is with one of the commissioners who are her boss. The conflict is so great, and on Mr. Sandoval's application, he didn't mention any of this. He says that he is heaven on earth, a medical license helper. Why didn't he? His name is clearly, his organization is clearly on the contract. This is a misrepresentation. It's deceitful, and he should be on some other commission.
Thank you, Ms. Doherty. And if there are items that you think are conflicts, I presume you'll recuse yourself.
I will. Just for clarity, this contract, this contract, the Latino Alliance, wasn't the lead on it. It was Heaven on Earth. They're the leads on the whole proposal and the contract. As of September 1st, the Latino Alliance, myself, because of everything that's going on, decided to just step away to prevent any conflicts or anything. But yes, to answer your question, Councilmember, yes, I am going to recuse myself for any conflicts.
Very good. Well, thank you, and we will approve the mayor's appointment of Mr. Sandoval to the Board of Animal Services without objection.
Thank you.
Item number 6.
Item number 6, communication from the mayor relative to exempting one assistant general manager position, class code 9241, from the Department of Recreation and Parks for the Civil Service pursuant to Charter Section 1001B.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Harold Fujita on behalf of the Department of Recreation and Parks.
Good morning, Alma Guerrero from the Mayor's Office. I'm here to present this exemption request for the Rec and Parks Department for their Assistant General Manager. And this is part of the 150. And if you have any questions specific to their duties, the department may answer those for you.
If you could give me a little more detail on the duties of the position, that would be great.
Absolutely. This position reports to the executive officer, chief of staff, and we assigned it to a newly created branch called the Special Operations Branch. And that branch includes responsibility for the administration of numerous areas and facilities, including Griffith Park, Venice Beach, the Cabrillo Marine Aquarium, Expo Center near USC, the Griffith Observatory, our Park Ranger Division, the Greek Theater, and the Golf Division. So you can see there's a real diversity of facilities, and that's why we've called that branch the Special Operations Branch. So this position was previously exempted. The incumbent vacated it in 2017, and when that happens, we're required to come back before you and ask for renewal of the exemption. So it's not a new exemption per se, but a renewal of exemption we've had in the past.
And it's obviously authorized in this year's budget, correct?
That is correct.
And why does the position need to be exempt? Why couldn't it be done through civil service?
Well, the exemption has been in place for years now, which is not to say just because it's always been that way, that's the way it should continue. But the general manager wants to be able to hold his assistant GMs accountable for the work product, and believes that having the position exempt is just one additional part of the toolkit that allows him to do that.
Okay, Mr. Price, any additional questions? Okay, so we will approve the mayor's recommendation to exempt this position.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 7.
Item 7, communication from the mayor relative to exempting one deputy city engineer position, class code 9490, for the Bureau of Engineering from the Civil Service pursuant to Charter Section 1001B.
Good morning, Alma Guerrero
Morning.
from the Mayor's Office. This exemption is for a deputy city attorney for the city engineer for BOE, and this is a new position. It was adopted. It was included in the adopted budget, and it is also part of the 150.
Okay, and why does this need to be handled in this manner as opposed to civil service?
Sure.
Good morning. Ken Redd, Deputy City Engineer with the Bureau of Engineering. Councilmember, currently all of the five, as the previous stated in the previous thing, all five of the Deputy City Engineers are exempt at this point. And but this particular new one is going to oversee the Los Angeles Street Civic Building. This will be the largest private public partnership that we've ever taken on. It'll be a $2.2 billion program to demolish the old Parker Center, build the new building through a public-private partnership, and then oversee the design, construction, and the financing of that. Hopefully the construction will be done in 5 years. That's an aggressive schedule. And so it's a big task, and I think it is worthy of being exempt, and that they want to go out and get the qualifications of the best person to do that.
Okay. Mr. Price, anything else?
The question in terms of why not civil service, but I guess there's a precedent already.
Yeah. The person that they'll be reporting to, the Chief Deputy City Engineer, is also an exempt position too, so, as are all of the other deputies.
Okay. We will approve the mayor's recommendation for that position without objection. Item number 8.
Item 8, communication from the mayor relative to exempting one senior project coordinator position, class code 1538, for Los Angeles Fire Department for the civil service pursuant to Charter Section 1001B.
Alma Guerrero, Mayor's Office. This exemption is for a senior project coordinator. It's for the fire department. It is part of the 150, and it was also included in the budget this year.
Okay. And again, why does this position need to be exempt? Why couldn't it be hired through civil service?
Yes, hi, my name's Christina Kepner. I'm a battalion chief with the Christina Kepner, battalion chief with the Los Angeles City Fire Department. And the specialty of the position really requires expertise and experience in education and youth development programming and collaborating with outside agencies, including LAUSD School Board for curriculum development. The senior project coordinator develops budgets for all youth programs, assists with advertising and marketing, and performs data collection and analysis of all of the 4 programs' success.
And so you clearly don't think that you have that level of expertise in-house?
That's correct. We don't have the internal candidate pool with that specialized skill set.
Okay. Mr. Price, anything to add? All right. We will approve the mayor's recommendation to exempt that position as well.
Thank you.
And item number 9.
Item 9, communication from the mayor relative to exempting one principal project coordinator, class code 9134, for the emergency management department for the civil service pursuant to Charter Section 1001B.
Good morning. Alma Guerrero, Mayor's Office. We are requesting an exemption for the Emergency Management Department for a Principal Project Coordinator. This position is included in the budget. It is part of the 150, and these positions are typically all exempt, and this one was previously exempted via grant funding.
And again, why could this not be done internally through civil service?
Good morning. Danielle Hall, representative for the Emergency Management Department. This position is very specialized in terms of looking at access and functional needs from a perspective of an emergency manager. So we're looking for candidates who have both those skill sets. When we looked at just individuals with emergency management backgrounds, they did not have the level of expertise that we needed also with the access and functional needs.
Okay. Any other questions? No. So we will approve the mayor's recommendation to exempt this position. And I think we are up to 142 of the 150, so let's keep an eye on that.
I am.
And Thank you. And there being no other business before us, we are adjourned.